Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video, I have the 2023 new generation BMW X1 xdrive28i. I'm going to show you around this vehicle, show you the new features as well as the new xdrive28 system, take on a short test drive, and give you my final verdict. As always, please sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? Look on the outside of the 23 BMW X1. This is your key fob right here. Now I am hearing that all new BMW SUVs will get this new key fob design with aluminum finish and piano black on the side right there. You have your lock button right there, which is the BMW logo. And if you look on the sides, you got unlock, trunk release, as well as a panic button. Do love the new key fob design. But looking at the outside of the X1, you can see this is dressed in a mineral white exterior for $650. As equipped, this is about $47,000 with the following features that you guys see right here. All features and options will be in the description below. But looking up front, you do have the blacked out kidney grills right there, which does come with the M Sport package for $2,300. Full LED lighting right there. Now, one feature to point out too with the X1, which I find kind of quirky though with the design, is that you can see it's kind of like the lights are kind of pushed out to the edges of the vehicle, making it look a lot more wider than in previous generation. But I do wish BMW actually pulled in like the lights just a little bit more. But overall, I do like the styling. That's just the only quirky thing. But got the M Sport wheels right there. I'll show you guys that. But let me get this view for you guys. This 3/4 view right here on the side. You can really see like the dimensions and just, it's about the same width as the previous generation, but you can really see the lines and just the whole design of the X1. Of course, have a surround view camera system up front, which does come with the premium pack. But looking at the wheels, these are 19-inch M-spoke 5-spoke wheels wrapped in 245 whip tires. This is an upgrade from the M 18-inch rims. That's a $600 charge right there for that. But you can see you do have blacked out window surrounds with the M Sport package, blacked out mirror caps, blacked out bottom diffuser right there, or side sill. And you see the keyless entry right there is for the front door handles. Kind of reminds me of like the Audi design where you gotta pull up on the door handle a little bit. It's like an A5. I do like how it's flushed in with the body, which is a pretty nice touch. Looking at the window sticker right here, you can see this is about $47,000 in change. They do start at about $38,600. Coming around to the rear, you can see the tail lights. Do like the triangle shapes right there in the tail lights. Really gives it a nice design at nighttime. Of course, have a M Sport rear diffuser right there with a dual exhaust setup, which is of course hidden down below. X1 badging as well as 28i xDrive. LED turn signal right there on that side. Opening the tailgate, which is of course powered. You will find 26 cubic feet of space. As you can see right there, you do have a little cargo cover right there to hide your cargo. Opening this, you do have a temporary spare tire, carpeted floor mats. A little bit of storage right here on either side, a little net to hold your cargo in. You do have a 12-volt charging port with LED illumination. The seats do fold in a 40-20-40 fashion. Tailgate is of course powered, and you can of course lock the doors on the interior. Let me show you guys the powertrain of the X1. Opening the hood is right here to release. Pull it twice. Opening the hood of the X1. At launch right now, this is your only powertrain. It is a 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder, making 241 horsepower, 295 pound-foot of torque. You will get 25 in the city, 34 on the highway, and 28 combined. It is connected to a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Vehicle weight is about 3,700 pounds as this one is equipped. Let me show you guys the interior of the X1. Now dimensions have stayed the same, but they have improved the cargo capacity in the back seats as well as the trunk area. But hopping on into the interior, this is dressed in a black SensaTec interior. Looking at dimensions set at my frame, I have about 3-4 inches of legroom with about 2-3 inches of headroom. You have 2 USB-C ports with air vents. Kind of remind me a little bit like a Volvo design right there. Little storage compartment right there. You have mat pockets. Here's a quick look to the front cabin, which looks oh so nice. You do have a panoramic sunroof up top, which does come with the premium package for $4,200 and or the convenience package. You have 2 cup holders right there. And I do like the design of the seats. It has like a nice kind of triangle theme throughout the interior as well as on the outside. Materials in the back are pretty nice. You have stitching right there, and all this is leather padded. The Harman Kardon sound system, which really looks like art, the speaker design. But let me go ahead and take you guys into the cabin or the cockpit of the X1. So hopping on into the driver's seat of the X1, you do have your power seat controls, back support as well as bottom support. I will have to check and see if it actually does have a power lumbar support, but I'll check that at a later date. You can see right there, you have all the stitching right there on the door panels. Unlock 2-person memory right there with the Harman Kardon speakers. All windows are automatic. You got power folding mirrors, of course, and your trunk release down there. Gas brake pedal with your hood release, and your light controls right there on this side. You can, of course, control any infotainment using that button right there. This is your power or manual adjusting steering column right there on this side. But let's go ahead and hop into the X1. Stepping height isn't too bad. But looking in front of you right here, you can see you do have the new iDrive display, which is the biggest change for all new BMW generations. You, of course, have your light controls on this side, as well as your wiper controls on that side. This is how you control your cruise control settings right there. Now, we'll have to check and see if BMW actually will offer adaptive cruise control, but it probably will be at a later date, as you have the whole supply chain shortage and everything going on right now. Looking over here on this side, this is how you control the display right here. Volume controls are on this side, voice command as well as your hang up and call button right there. Hitting the settings button right there, you can of course customize the display. So you hit this button, you can toggle through for your different displays. So you got content right there. You can change that central display right there to put up all your different information. Now the screen, of course, will change once you change the different driving modes. So you can change the content. You can put up your maps, navigation heading, and different information right there, as well as radio functions right there when you do change the different drive modes. There we go. You can change the layout right here. So going under layout, you can have this design, or you can have kind of like the L-shaped design if you looked at my 330 video. Different content, and of course customize the head-up display. So you can change the different themes right there, the head-up display. I don't know if you guys can see it. Focus. So you can have like the M design right there, or the sport view, or the regular view. But I will leave it in sport view so I can get like my RPM gauges. Of course, I have paddle shifters right there with a boost button, which should downshift to the lowest gear possible to get you see. Look, you got a little time. Looking at the infotainment, this is your new iDrive 8 display. It is 10.7 inches. Looking right here, you do have your shortcut buttons right there. BMW ID, mobile device connections, as well as personal assistant. Of course, have wireless Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. So checking out the CarPlay, we'll go ahead and hit confirm. And then on your phone, you'll look for the BMW code right there. Hit pair, allow, and it should connect. Yeah, hit pair. Use CarPlay. And you can see right there, CarPlay is connected, very easy to use. So I will try a quick audio test. Now keep in mind this does have the 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, so let's go ahead and try out the audio.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine.
As you can see, the sound system is very clear and crisp, and it's very easy to use. There we go. So as you can see, the sound system, the 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound system is very clear, crisp. It has pretty good bass. Looking right here, of course, have your different radio settings for AM, FM, Sirius XM radio. Telephone, you of course have your navigation functions right there. So we will try a quick navigation test. You can see the navigation is very easy to use. You go ahead and hit start guidance and it will start up, no problem at all. Do like how you have a nice back button right there. If you make a little mistake, you can hit either that or that down there. You have your My Modes right there. And new for the X1 is the new My Mode function. So you got personal, which is a comfort, sport, and you got a efficiency as well as a expressive. It's kind of just changed the theme of like the interior as well as the ambient lighting you can see right there. Changed the whole aura and theme inside the vehicle. You got seat comfort right there for your memory seats. Live vehicle right there, so if I put my foot on the brake or put on the signal, you can't see it does have the little animation. You got your different built-in apps for the vehicle. System settings right there. This is how you control the display right here as far as updates go and so on. Interior lighting right there. This of course does have ambient lighting, which you can adjust in several different colors. So we hit that button right there. You see you got blue. It's even right here under the infotainment, so you can change over to like a purple down there. You got like an orange. You can see the theme right there as well as right here on the doors. But yeah, you do have plenty of colors, which I do like. Really does bring out the design at nighttime. You got this lemon design right here, which is nice. Kind of makes me think of food a little bit. But I'm going back into your different functions right there. BMW Assistance, Owner's Manual, which is of course built into the infotainment display. You have all your different other BMW apps. You also do have a digital key, which you can use your phone to access your different functions. Built-in message, as well as Wi-Fi connections. Driving settings right there. So this is how you control your driver assistance technology. Does have forward collision warning, lane departure, blind spot, as well as emergency braking, parking assist. And of course, control the feedback in the steering wheel, how much vibration you want, the lane keeping assist. Looking at the drivetrain and chassis, you can turn off the auto start stop. They have an icon sound, which is kind of like a pumped in noise. And of course, control like your drive off functions right there, as well as the automatic parking brake. You got exterior lighting right here. You can control your light controls. So gone is the functions right here where you can control your lights. So you hit this button right here and it'll shortcut you to the exterior lighting profile right here. And you can basically control like your headlights and all other controls right there for lighting. Additional settings for your automatic high beams. And of course, like exterior lighting at nighttime. Parking view right there for the automatic parking system, as well as 360 camera, which does give you a bird's eye view. So let me show you guys that. So you got, of course, automatic parking right there, as well as a panoramic view right there. And you can, of course, adjust it right here. So you got a 3D view. So you basically look around the vehicle. And the wheels will roll with the vehicle when you are in motion. Pretty nice touch, though. See the brake lights are on. Boom. You got vehicle status right there. Over here is your media functions. So basically, for my phone connection or my wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, you basically connect right there. Telephone, as well as navigation. Do like the shortcut buttons right there on the side. Have a personal assistant, and this is how you can also get to your different apps right there. Go into My BMW, Road Preview, of course, add widgets right there. And you do have a hidden menu up top for Do Not Disturb and all other shortcut buttons right there. Looking down here, you do have a wireless charging pad. It's almost like when you go on a roller coaster right here, you got literally like a little support right here for your phone, just to hang on tight, because this is the ultimate driving machine. You got 2 cup holders, which are a pretty good size. USB-C ports, you got 2 of those down there. Some more storage, but I do like this kind of floating center console design, which is pretty nice. Your engine start stop. This is how you can access your camera function right there for the 360 camera, which I just showed you guys. Push button start. This is your new gear shifter right here, so you put your foot on the brake, push up for reverse. neutral, drive, and then you push again for a sport transmission setting. You just hit the park and brake, and it will go into a park mode. Over here, you do have your My Mode functions right there for the drive modes. So you got personal, sport, efficient, as well as the expressive mode. And then this right here controls all your different driving settings. And you do have your auto hold function, track forward and back with a volume right there in the center, and has this right here. Window defrost is right here on the side. You do have a glove box, which is a pretty good size. All the materials are soft touch. You do have a garage door opener up top with a auto dimming rearview mirror, LED illumination, and this side control your panoramic sunroof up top. And you can of course close the shade if you want to shade out all the sunlight up top. And you do have a visor right here. But let's go ahead and take the X1 for a quick drive and see how she does. All right, we're behind the wheel of the 23 BMW X1. We're of course starting out in its personal setting, which is like a comfort mode. Now, as you can see right here in its personal mode, which is basically comfort setting, it actually shows you like your speed right there on this side, as well as the percentage that you are using right there on that side. Like 25% right there, which I do like. You of course customize the display so you can change the content in the middle. I personally like the display right here where you can kind of see like your different maps and different functions right there. You of course put up your turn-by-turn navigation or trip information. But I'll leave up this setting right here. Now, around the town driving, I can say that the vehicle is pretty smooth. Having a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, it is very refined. And quick shifting, of course. Now, speaking of visibility out the front, rear, and sides, I can see very good over the hood, as well as the side view mirrors right here. Now, in front of you, you have this clear, crisp head-up display. You, of course, get your speed in the area as well as your current vehicle speed. Got efficiency right there. I like the themes, though, of the screen right here. That is a nice touch. It really feels a little bit more like tailored. See right there, the automatic start-stop system was smooth. That torque though, that mid-range torque, you can really feel it. It's very smooth. And I mean, you really don't have to rev it like that high to really get around traffic on a daily day basis. But yeah, this car is just so smooth though. See right there, you do have the lane keeping assist, so you go over the lane a little bit. I do get a little shimmy in the steering wheel. You can of course adjust all of that in the infotainment. Of course, customize the different modes like this. So you got expressive, and then you also have a sport mode. Now, the round town driving though, I really can't tell the 7-speed dual clutch is a dual clutch. It's so smooth, it's so refined. It doesn't really have the tendencies of a dual clutch, which are like kind of herky-jerky around town sometimes at like low speeds. BMW definitely really refined this thing very nice. Do like the L-shaped display right there when you do go into his expressive setting. I think personal's a little bit better though. Alright, we're about to enter the highway. Doing try out sport real quick, and of course you put a sport transmission. Ooh, you get a little turbo. I get a little bit. That sound good. But yeah, merging onto the highway. See right there, the lane keeping assist is doing its job. That turbo noise, my goodness. Thank you, Germans, for actually having nice turbo boost. Alright, so as we go ahead and get into some traffic, let's go ahead and talk about how it does on the highway. So far on the highway, I can say putting it back into its drive mode, and let's go ahead and put it into personal, which is the comfort. You can see on the highway the car is very smooth, and we got like a low good pace, but I can really tell how smooth it was at a higher speed or higher pace on the highway. But of course we do have like rush hour traffic, so I probably will come back in a few minutes to talk about a little bit more highway impressions once we get a clear patch of road. So I'll be back in a sec. So as we sit in traffic a little bit more, you can see the 7-speed dual clutch is very smooth, as I stated before. Now I've just been sitting in bumper to bumper traffic, literally moving a couple feet forward, a couple feet back. I haven't found no tendencies of a dual clutch, which is just phenomenal. Now one thing to point out too is that when you do like change your different radio settings, you hit the radio button right here in your head-up display, and you can see right there you can actually customize and change the different radio stations. So you can see right here I'm on Sirius XM in the head-up display, and it's literally toggling through all the different Sirius XM radio stations right here in your line of sight right here while you got traffic going, which is just pretty good. It's phenomenal. I do like how the Germans though think about these small details. Small detail like this to really keep your eyes on the road and focused is a good thing. So boom, you can see, look, I can turn the radio station right there and the radio channel will change. Of course I can't turn up the volume because I don't want to get demonetized, but you can see right there it literally changes the radio station. I do like how the map graphics is right here. You can literally see everything very clear and crisp. You got different telephone stuff, and then you see the My BMW right there. Put my foot on the brake. It's charging up the battery. You can literally change the angles. So it's like a B-roll shot right there. See right there, it's charging up the battery. But I do like the themes though, the drive mode. So of course, let's say we go ahead, throw into sport for a second. And you see the gear shifts get a lot more aggressive, and of course you got a sport transmission setting. That turbo noise is pretty cool. I like that. You can really feel the nice ride though, going over a couple of road imperfections. And right there was a manhole cover. It just really went over very smooth. That turbo noise. Now I do want to leave it in its automatic setting, and I'll just hit a paddle and try out some of that boost. boost. Yeah, this thing is phenomenal at highway speeds, but let me go ahead and throw it in comfort for a second and show you guys that the ride noise at highway speeds is just as refined as any other BMW. About 65 miles an hour, you can't hear. The cabin is pretty hushed and quiet, which I do like. For it being the smallest BMW SUV, it really doesn't feel like cheap in here, which is a good thing. Really feels right in line with all other BMWs in the lineup. Now I know there are heated seats somewhere around here. I was looking around the infotainment. It may be a separate charge, but I believe it is. But yeah, I like this X1 so far. This is nice. It's a nice punchy little SUV. See the ambient lighting when we went in the tunnel? Bueno. And you got the new iDrive 8 with this 10.7-inch display. And everything is easy to use. Well, that Nissan is smoking. I don't know. But, see, the iDrive is very easy to use. Now, of course, when you hit this right here, I do have to admit, though, you do get overwhelmed with the amount of different widgets and all that you have built in right here, which is, it's a lot to take in, if I'm really being honest. From a millennial's perspective, it's a lot of stuff right here. But you do have shortcut buttons right there. So you got your vehicle apps, and of course got your infotainment apps. So I do like how they actually break it down a little bit, but when you first open it, you really get hit with all the different apps right here. So yeah, go sport. I'm here settings, drivetrain sport plus. Definitely want, yep, traction off, sport steering. Now when the light turns green, we will go ahead and give it a little. And it was 60 miles an hour. That blow off from the turbo. I don't know if you guys can hear it in camera. It sounds nice in person. And then of course you have the M design head-up display right here, which of course is changeable. You can really see your shifts now. Now in front of us, you can see you do have a Audi Q3, which obviously will be like demographics as someone who wants just a sporty-ish German SUV to really go around town while getting good gas mileage. Now this is rated to get about 28 miles a gallon combined. And comparing it to a Q3 or even like a Mercedes-Benz GLA, I can't say I really do like this infotainment display of the new iDrive. I do feel like Mercedes actually does do like better with the ambient lighting, but I do like the technology and a little bit more of the layout of this. Let's try a U-turn, see how good it is. It is the same dimensions as before, but that turn in the... You can really tell that xDrive is definitely sending more power to the front wheels than the other rear-wheel drive based BMW systems. But I have to say though, this thing is just very punchy and it's just nice. Now one thing to point out as well, so I was doing my video. Let me throw it back in the comfort for a minute. But so yeah, I was doing my video and it was literally about 3 4 people that actually came, looked, test drove the vehicle while I was doing the video. So I had to pause a little bit when I was doing my video to allow them to look. But yeah, this thing is going to sell like crazy. I already know it. If 4 people came in a not even an hour span to look at this while I was doing my video, then this is going to be highly anticipated. Being in sport mode, I can't say the steering is pretty, it's okay. It's definitely not like that heavy feel like you find in the M car or whatever, but for a daily basis, it's actually okay. I do like the drive modes and everything right here. You got expressive, different modes right there. All the things I do like, so I'm going to just go ahead and get into my conclusion, what I think about the X1. Now, I do like the packaging. A couple things that are missing that I do wish it did have, that or probably will come at a later date, is of course the adaptive cruise control system. I think definitely at $47,000, that's probably the only feature that I think is missing with the X1 to really make it a competitive bargain. Besides that, I do like the packaging. Now, there was a 6-foot-tall guy, one of the people that actually was looking at the vehicle. He was able to sit comfortably in the driver's seat and actually put someone about 5'7" behind him. So that really goes to show how good the packaging is of the X1. And of course, turning around is very easy. You do have a 360 camera, of course, with automatic parking. Which is, of course, very easy to use and is very interactive. But I do want to try one more acceleration. Alright. Ooh. Alright, this is fun. But so yeah, overall I do like the X1. Does plenty of punch. 0 to 60 is about 6.2 seconds. That feels about right. Maybe just a little bit quicker, maybe like 5.8 in the real world. But overall, I like the packaging, the ride, the feel, the quality of the interior. All things that you look for when you're looking for a SUV of this caliber or in this segment. And I have to say that this actually does achieve most of the things that you do want. And I can see this making it into a lot of people's shortlist as this is going on sale. And a pretty good package. Definitely like it. The materials are nice. You got the 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds phenomenal. Now, the only other features, of course, stated is the adaptive cruise control and heated front seats and steering wheel. That's the only things that I do wish it did have. But other than that, I would give it a overall 9 out of 10, or maybe 9.5. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. This is Chris signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.